What's up, my people? Excuse me. It's Cat Sports again. Now, this is a sports channel, so let's talk some sports. Let me give my usual shout out to the JBT community. Just boxing talk. We're just a group of people that love to talk boxing. And we're always looking for others to join us. And you don't have to have a podcast or channel, anything like that. The only requirement is you have to just love to talk boxing. All right, how is everyone today? Thursday afternoon, back for our afternoon of boxing talk. Box wreck last night. What's up, Lonnie Lee? How are you, sir? I was going to say we had box wreck last night. Appreciate you, Lonnie Lee. Hope everything's going okay for you at work. That's what I do in the morning when I'm in the hangout. I'm at work listening, so I can relate. But I appreciate you being aboard. Thank you. But as I was saying, we had box wreck last night, and Pro Box. And I'm trying to turn everybody on to that. Bomac was on there with three of his fighters. No, three. I remember two fighters Bomac had. He had the fighter in the main event, and he had Calvin Davis, brother of Keyshawn. So I'm telling you, you're sleeping if you're not watching that Pro Box. And I'm going to go over the fights briefly, and also talk about preview Shadeja Green and Franchon Cruz. And yesterday, I did like a brief profile on some ex-fighters. And my wife came up with a good idea. She said, why don't I just make that a regular segment of the show to feature one fighter every day? Just do like the background on their life and their career. And I think I'm going to incorporate that into the show. That I'm going to do two each day. Today it's going to be Jersey Joe Walcott and Mike Tyson. But that's going to be a little later on. So you only got an hour left, Lonnie Lee? Okay. So it's all downhill. Yeah, that last hour, no work gets done. You spend that last hour watching the clock. You know? Yeah. So they done got theirs for today if you're inside of that last hour. So really, when you're working, you get 2 hours off. You get your lunch break, and you ain't doing no work that last hour. So, but I appreciate you, Lonnie Lee. Beautiful day outside. It's holiday time. Everybody moving around all happy. Why can't people be this happy and in a good mood all year? Well, it just got to be around the holiday time, you know? Every day should be Christmas. And every night should be New Year's Eve. But let me get into this Pro Box. All right. Now, we had 7 fights. But I'm only going to go into the 4 that they show, doing the televised version of it. Now, the first fight was a trip because I didn't see, this wasn't on TV, but I think it's a boxer named Tyshawn Denson was making his pro debut. And he hit his opponent in the body so hard, the guy vomited in the ring. Yeah. And that was the end of it. Mm-hmm. Now, that was a body shot there. Wow. And so Tyshawn Denson stopped. His opponent was named Kamiko Hall. Yeah. That was a serious body shot to make you do all that. Then in the next fight, Mikael Hernandez outpointed Arian Johnson 39-37, 39-37, 40-36. I guess it was a 4-rounder. Then the last fight before the TV version was Ryan Schwartzberg. He beat Dante Concepcion 40-36 on all cards, another 4-rounder. And then to begin the televised version, we had Dominique Valley versus Janelle Lartha. Okay. Valley only needed a little over 4.5 minutes to finish the opening fight, putting Lartha down and out with a left hook to the body midway through the second round. They had to look at replay after the fight because it was a claim of a low blow. But the replay verified it as a legal punch. I thought it was a low blow, you know. I really did. But it wasn't a low blow that caused him to fall flat out on his face, no. He got dropped, but it was a low blow right before the stoppage, I thought. But the replay, they did look at the replay and, you know, verify. They need to use replay more in boxing, I think. You know? Yeah. Some of those big fights. And then some of those, need to replay some of those judges' cards, too. Them things, they be ridiculous, man. Yeah. They had some crazy judging on Pro Box last night. I'm gonna get to it in a minute. Yeah, I don't know what those judges was watching, man. I thought the fight was a draw. They almost gave one guy a shutout. I tell you, these judges are ridiculous, man. Something really needs to be done about them. The Rise Podcast in the building. Welcome, Rise Podcast. That's YouTube boxing royalty, the Rise Podcast. An honor to have them aboard. They actually shout my little channel out on their channel. They don't have to do that. And that means a lot to me and my channel. It is really appreciated. The Rise Podcast. 9 o'clock weeknights, 12 o'clock on Sundays. But everybody know that already. Rise Podcast recently passed 20,000 subscribers. Congratulations to them on that. What an accomplishment. Maybe I'll get there one day. But that lets me know that it's possible. Appreciate the Rise Podcast. And they're in the building. Okay, we was talking about Pro Box last night. A lot of people not down with Pro Box, but it's worth watching. The first fight, guy hit the guy in the body so hard he vomited in the ring. And yeah, the next fight was Najee Lopez against Yildo Delpester. That was a dominant performance from Lopez. Okay. He got a knockdown in the final seconds of the first round with the left hand. He got him in the temple and half with the gloves. Okay. And that was more of a off balance type knockdown. But not like the next one. Caught it with a combination in the third. Put Delpester down hard. He was left oriented and mixed up in the ropes. And that was the end of it. Then the next fight was Calvin Davis, brother of Keyshawn. Bomac was in the building last night too. Looked like Bomac lost some weight while he was over there in jail. Remember he always used to lean through the ropes? Bomac was getting in the ring last night, jumping up and down those steps like it wasn't nothing, man. My wife caught it. I'm looking and she said, ain't that Bomac in the ring? I said, no, Bomac usually lean through the ropes. I looked, yeah. He had 2 fighters at Pro Box last night. got the ring between every round. Bomac. But anyway, his fighter, Calvin Davis' brother Keyshawn, he fought on the card. And he got a decision over a guy named Clarence Booth, veteran fighter. Okay. Now, the referee did a terrible job, man. He stood by for most of the fight. He let the boxing match turn into the WWE. And he ended up taking a point from him. He was trying to break him up one time, and the referee and both fighters went to the floor. He got mad and took a point from both of them. But that was his fault, because he let it get to that point. You know. Yep. They ended up taking him down with him. Now, Calvin Davis had a very significant height and reach advantage. But Booth did a good job of getting inside. Okay. But he didn't have the footwork or the speed to cut the ring off on Davis. Right? Now, Davis, his performance was just terrible, man. He looked lazy, disinterested in the fight. His body language was off, man, just off. Okay. I don't think Keyshawn too proud of him this morning. After seeing that. But anyway, he got a unanimous decision. 79-71, 79-71, and 78-72. Okay. What's up, Aunt McQueen? Aunt McQueen in the building. I'm trying to get them turned on to their pro box, Aunt. They're missing some good fights. But I thought those cards was way off in that second fight. I had it almost like damn near a draw. But they gave it to Davis pretty wide. Yeah, the scorecards was way off. But Davis got the win. And he goes to, what is his record anyway? I think he's undefeated. Oh, dropped my glasses in the floor. Should have had them on my eyes. Okay, there we go. Okay, Calvin Davis goes to 13-0, 11-0, 6 knockouts. Booth dropped to 21-9, 13 knockouts. Okay. Then the main event was I'm just gonna say this guy's first name. I'm not even gonna butcher up his last name. It was Badr Jukambayev. That's close enough. He fought Muhammad Maimoni. I'm gonna say the first names. Okay, Badr won by a wide decision. He kept Maimoni in cover-up mode most of the fight because, Muhammad was kind of leery of his power and short, crisp punches. Now, it never came close to a stoppage, but Badr did stun Muhammad a couple of times. He got him in the fourth stunned him in the fourth, and then he got him again a couple rounds later. And Muhammad was reluctant, like I say, he was reluctant to let his hands go. Okay. He was keeping his hands at home to protect against Badr's power. But he finally started punching, throwing combinations and stuff in the late rounds, But by then he was so far behind on the cards. About 3 times, yeah. And by the time he started to let his hands go, he was too far behind, And Badr got it by 99-91, 98-92, and 98-92 on 2 cards. Okay. Wide decision. But your pro box is worth watching. Aunt turned me on to it about 3 weeks ago, and I've been hooked ever since. But it's every other week, so it will be after Wednesday after next. 13. It'll be the 27th. The day after the Monster Undisputed fight will be the next pro box. D for the win is in the building. What's up, D for the win? Let me put you over there, glasses, because you get in my way. I already knocked you in the floor once. What's up, D for the win? We was just going over the pro box. Bomac was in the building last night. Yeah. his fighter Calvin Davis won, but he nothing to write home to mom about. His performance wasn't. Like I said, Keyshawn probably ain't too proud of him this morning. Hardcore boxing news. Jay Hardcore in the building. Wow. All these big channels coming up in here. Rise Podcast, Jay Hardcore. I got to straighten up, get on my P's and Q's now. Okay. But I'm glad to have two successful channels like that shouting me out, behind me 100%. Really means a lot. I appreciate it. The Rise Podcast and Hardcore Boxing News. Two good channels to have in your corner. Okay, now we got a big female fight tomorrow night. Franchon Cruz-Dezurn against Shadeja Green. Okay, let's take a little quick look at that. That's in the super middleweight division, and it's for the WBC. Now I heard, I couldn't confirm this, but I heard the WBA was also on the line now. I heard that this morning, but I don't know. Anybody hear anything about the WBA being up to? I know it's for the WBC, but I heard a rumor this morning that the WBA was involved too. I'm not sure. Okay, because this fight was previously ordered by the WBC in April. Okay, then the WBC reversed course, and instead they allowed Franchon to defend against Savannah Marshall. Okay, and the winner was supposed to face Shadeja, right? GP Gregory Pratt in the building. All my people coming in now. What's up, GP? How you doing this afternoon? That's boxing talk. That's all it is. You know, that is all it is. Lights looking good. Wow, wait. I got 11 already. My record is 29 now. Can we get 30 today? Okay, now this fight was supposed to have been been ordered before by the WBC, but then they reversed course and they allowed Franchon to go against Savannah Marshall. And the stipulation was the winner was going to face Shadeja, okay? But Savannah Marshall won the fight with Franchon. Then she got it, and then she was supposed to face Shadeja, remember, then she got injured. So she became the champion in recess, and the WBC permitted Franchon and Shadeja to have this fight that they're going to have tomorrow night, with the winner likely facing Savannah when she gets well. And even if the WBA is involved, it'll be the same thing because Savannah would also be the WBA champion in recess. So whoever wins this fight will likely face Savannah Marshall next. Okay, it'll be up to Savannah if she wants to fight. If it's Franchon, yeah, he already beat her. But she didn't. She was supposed to face Shadeja before, but she faked in. Excuse me. She had an injury. I didn't mean to say fake. She faked / had an injury. I put it that way. I don't think she wanted to face Shadeja, to be honest with you. Okay. But if she wants to be undisputed again, she's gonna have to face her sooner or later. So that was the situation, which got us to tomorrow night. Okay. Okay. I made some notes. I can't even read my own handwriting. Yeah. Savannah Marshall beat Franchon by unanimous decision, which was July 1st. And now we got this fight tomorrow night. Okay. Between Shadeja and Franchon. Okay. And they put this fight together real fast. When Savannah backed out, they got in there and got it together. That's what I like about the women, man. They make the big fights and it don't take years to make them. What's up, Remo? Remo in the building. And don't it seem like when women fight, there's always undisputed, unifying something? They don't mess around. The women don't. I think they should go on and give them those 12 3-minute rounds, man. Why not? When Amanda Serranos and Danila Ramos went 12, they did a good job. They had the stamina and they had the skills, you know. It was a nice 12-round fight. 12 3-minute rounds. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I was at. Okay, yeah, right here. Excuse me for 1 second. Now, Sadeja earned the right to become the WBC mandatory in February when she defeated Elin Cederroos. And that's the one common opponent between her and Franchon. Okay? The usual suspects, you're right, Jay. Come straight from the Hangout and Rise podcast and Just Do. We all got the same people. I'd be glad when the rest of them get on over here to me. You know. But it's all good. Yeah, Elin Cederroos is the common opponent between Franchon and Sadeja. Okay. Franchon got a UD over her, Sadeja stopped her, but that don't mean nothing. We know styles make the fights, right? Now, Sadeja last fought in August. She beat Olivia Curry by unanimous decision. And Franchon hasn't fought since the loss to Savannah Marshall. Okay. Let's take a look at these two fights. Franchon is 36 years old, fights out of the orthodox stance. He's 5 feet 8 inches tall, and she has a 58 inch. No, Franchon has a 72 inch reach. Okay, that's a pretty good reach. 72 inches. Okay. Now, Franchon is known as a brawler, but she only has 2 knockouts, right? And she can land technical shots, okay? And in a lot of her fights, although she's known as a brawler, she's been the more polished boxer in a lot of her fights, okay? And she likes to fight in and out of clinches, favoring hooks and uppercuts, okay? That's a little brief look. Now, Sadeja is 34 years old, so she's not much younger than Franchon. 5 feet 8 inches tall, 68 inch reach. No height advantage. Franchon has a 4-inch reach advantage. Okay. And Sadeja also fights out of the orthodox stance. Okay. Now, Sadeja is a former D1 basketball player, so she's loaded with athleticism, and she has good power too. She has an outstanding knockout ratio, 85%. Okay. Not bad, especially for women's boxing, 85% knockout ratio. Not bad at all. Okay. But one thing about her knockout power, sometimes Sadeja swings kind of wild, and that could lead to her tiring out. Okay. However, she has shown the ability to avoid big punches, which could be a huge asset against someone who swings like Franchon does. Now, if Sadeja can be scientific like Savannah Marshall was against Franchon might be in trouble. Now, the main knock against Sadeja, though, is her lack of competition compared to Franchon, okay? Franchon has been in there with the GOAT, Clarissa Shields, Marcelo Cornejo, Alejandro Jimenez, and Elin Cederroos, and Savannah Marshall. Okay. Now, over the past year, Franchon's lack of fighting compared to Sadage's activity could also be a factor. So that lack of fighting, that cuts both ways. Franchon's got the better resume against the better talent, but over the past year, he hadn't been that busy while Sadage has, so, Now, I told you they got one common opponent, Elin Cederos, which Franchon went the distance with, and Sadage knocked out. Stopped. But one thing we have learned about this sport called boxing, nothing matters except when they get in the ring the night of the fight. All that. This one did that one with that one, and this one did that one. It don't matter when they get in there with each other. The only thing gonna matter is tomorrow night, when they get in there and start throwing them hands. Okay? Now, I will say this. Sadage's power and pure boxing skills should be enough to get her past Franchon. That's just what I think. It might be the first time Franchon gets stopped. I don't think she's been stopped before. Now, I was saying before a lot of people came in. Remember yesterday, I did like a profile on a couple of ex-boxers, just their life, and kind of look at their boxing career. My wife came up with a good idea. She was listening. She said, "Why don't I make that a regular segment of the show each day? Profile an ex-fighter." And I said, "That's a good idea." Some might do one or two each day. So today, it's going to be Jersey Joe Walcott and Mike Tyson. Okay? So let's take a look at those guys. Jersey Joe Walcott on Mike Tyson. Let's take a look at Jersey Joe. Excuse me for 1 second, gentlemen. And ladies, if you're any listening out there. Two minutes. I'll be right with you. How is everybody today, though? Hope everybody's day is going along nice. Mine is, now that I'm home. I was a little late. We had a couple situations at work today. I didn't even get to eat. That's why I put in there 10 after 2, because I was eating. Yeah. But I'm out of there now. The weather is pretty nice up here in Maryland. Okay, let's get ready to get into Jersey Joe Walcott. Okay, all you people that left, get back in here. Let's get ready to get interesting. Most everybody liked this little segment yesterday. In a little while, I'm going to open it up and let my people come in and debate or whatever they want to do. Just talk boxing. That's all it is, just boxing talk, right? And we're going to get to that, as we always do every day. Okay. Jersey Joe Walcott, 1914, 1994. That's 90 years. Pretty nice to live a nice long life. Okay. And back then, they took punishment. You had to really, really hurt somebody for the referee to stop it back then. You really had to put somebody on their butt for 10 seconds. Not like now, you tap a guy a couple times, they stop it. So for this man to live 90 years after being a heavyweight boxer in that era is very good. I had the word, but it slipped out of my mind just as fast as it slipped in. What's up, Mike Ryan? What's happening? We're getting ready to talk a little bit about Jersey Joe Walcott, ex-champion. Fought, 30s, 40s, 50s. Now, Jersey Joe Walcott was born on January 31st, 1914. New Year's Eve, wow. In Merchantville, New Jersey. Wonder if he was the first, well, that was the last day of the year. I was gonna say one of the people was the first baby of the year, but he came too soon. He came on oh wait a minute, January 31st. Let me continue. I was thinking December 31st. Born on January 31st, 1914 in Merchantville, New Jersey, Arnold Raymond Crean was the son of immigrants from Barbados, okay? He took up boxing at age 14 after his father died and debuted professionally at age 16 as a lightweight. Wow, a lightweight. He ended up fighting heavyweight. Incredible. That's a wide range from lightweight to heavyweight. Let's think, lightweight 135, and he ended up being a heavyweight. It was somebody Ant was telling me that did that too. He fought like in the 20s, somewhere around in there. I can't think of his name. Yeah, but anyway, Jersey Joe Walcott debuted professionally at age 16 as a lightweight, where on September 9th, 1930, he defeated Cowboy Wallace. Cowboy Wallace, what a name. Wow. In a first round knockout. Walcott ultimately grew into a heavyweight. Wow. Ultimately. Wonder how long it took him. He was often compared to the great heavyweight champion Joe Walcott, who was also from Barbados. He later decided to adopt the name. That threw me for a curve right there. So I thought I was talking about Jersey Joe Walcott, but there was another Joe Walcott. Okay, and George Carpenter, right? He went from way down there. I think he was even lower than lightweight. He went all the way to heavyweight. Yeah. So that's amazing, man. Okay. So he was compared to a guy that champion named Joe Walcott. So he changed his name to Jersey Joe Walcott. You know, he took Joe Walcott and he was from Jersey, so. And he did that as a tribute to the original Joe Walcott. I never knew that. Wow. That's something new every day. Like yesterday, Theodore Roosevelt was a boxer. Yeah. And I knew he was blind in one eye, but it came from boxing. He got a detached retina as a boxer. I never knew that. I knew he had been blind, but I didn't know he got it from boxing. Yeah. He used to box while he was president. Not professionally, but, you know, sparring and stuff. You know, they wouldn't let no president get in there with no boxer. That'd be a perfect way to assassinate him. Beat the shit out of him. I ain't gonna say what I guess. Walcott fought Joe Louis for the heavyweight title for the first time on December 5th, 1947. Yeah, I think they fought twice. Dropping the champion twice during a bout which resulted in a controversial split decision loss. Yeah, a lot of people said Joe Walcott beat Joe Louis that first time. Mike Mazik, what's up, bro? Yeah. Yeah, it was controversial. So, you know, these judges, crooked judges and all that type of stuff is not unique to nowadays. That's always been a part of boxing. You know, just think about it. Who would boxing make more money off being champion? Jersey Joe Walcott or Joe Louis at that time? Joe Louis. So the fight was close enough for him to cheat and give it to Joe Louis. That's what they did. Same thing they do nowadays. You know? So he lost a controversial split decision to Joe Louis. He lost again in a rematch with Louis on June 25th, 1948. Okay? The next year. In an 11-round knockout. Joe Louis got him out of there that time. Walcott fought for the title 3 more times before finally capturing the crown on the 5th try by knocking out Ezzard Charles in 7 rounds on July 18th, 1951. His 5th title shot, he finally got it. Wow. Walcott was 37 at the time. Now check this out. The oldest man ever to win the heavyweight crown at that time, he was 37. And he held that title until 1994 when George Foreman did it at 45. In 37, you would have thought somebody in all those years, from 1951 to 1994, was that 43 years? 37 was the oldest man to win the title until George Foreman did it in 1994. Okay. Flawless Mentality. What's up? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a minute. How you doing? Good to have you aboard. Always good to see Flawless Mentality. That's the real one there. And Flawless come in and he salute everybody in here. Flawless Mentality. Salute. Salute. Okay, we're doing a profile on Jersey Joe Walcott today and Mike Tyson. Time permitting. It might be time to drop the link. We'll see. Okay, now, Jersey Joe fought Rocky Marciano on September 23rd, 1952, and he lost the title to Rocky. Okay, he knocked Rocky down in the first round, and he was winning all three cards, and Rocky caught him with one punch in the 13th. That was Rocky Marciano. Okay, he's going to be coming. And he had one punch knockout power. Okay. Then it was a 15-round fight. In round 13, Rocky got that punch in. He was behind on all three cards. Won the championship, never lost the fight. I did him yesterday. So whoever wasn't here yesterday missed it. I profiled Rocky yesterday. Okay. And Walcott lost the title to Rocky on September 23rd, 1952. After failing to regain it in a rematch with Rocky 8 months later, he retired from boxing with a career record of 51 wins, 18 losses, 2 draws. It didn't say how many knockouts he had. Okay. After his boxing career ended, he tried his hand at wrestling and refereeing boxing matches for a number of years. He did Ali Sonny Liston too. But after the controversy in the first round, they say Liston took a dive. He never got the referee again, but that wasn't his fault. What the referee got to do with somebody taking a dive? But you know, they never picked on the referee any more fights after that. That's crazy, ain't it? Oh. Later, Walcott was elected sheriff of Camden County, New Jersey in 1972. He went on to serve on both the New Jersey and New York State Athletic Commissions. And he was chairman of the New Jersey Athletic Commission, New Jersey State Athletic Commission. I remember that. He was in the 70s. He was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990. What takes so long to put these old boxers in the Hall of Fame? Jersey Joe Walcott should have been in the Boxing Hall of Fame. He retired in like the 50s. What the hell took him to 1990 for him to get into the Hall of Fame? Crazy. Just crazy, man. Jersey Joe Walcott died in Camden, New Jersey on February 25th, 1994, at the age of 80. Well, they had it wrong. They said 1914 to 1914 and 1994. That is 80. Oh, excuse me. I used to be pretty good at math. I guess I'm getting old. I said 90. Okay. Let's take a look at Mike Tyson real quick. Ooh, Like's looking good. Like's looking good. Let me take a drink of water. I had a sore throat for about almost a week. From Friday till yesterday. That's good. And I'm lying, it's not really water. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is, though. But it's not water. Okay, we're going to take a look at Mike Tyson now. I'm off work, I can take a drink. It's not morning. Iron Mike Tyson. I'm going to do 2 profiles a day, a regular segment of the show each day. Bear with me for a second, please. Come on, Mike. No, I don't want no YouTube. Be right with you. Let me check something real quick. My notes. Listen to the music. Oh, I could sing. I think you'd rather listen to the music. Yeah, that's right. That's where it was at this morning. Okay. Oh, here we go. Thank you. I was getting scared. I couldn't find my article. Okay, we're going to talk about Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is a former heavyweight boxing champion who served jail time, and he's also known for biting Evander Holyfield's ear off during a 1997 heavyweight fight. Who is Mike Tyson anyway? Huh? Who is Mike Tyson anyway? Mike Tyson became the youngest heavyweight boxing champion of the world in 1986 at age 20. Young as ever. I think he still holds that record, right? He lost the title in 1990 and later served 3 years in prison for rape charges. He subsequently earned further notoriety by biting Evander Holyfield's ear during a rematch in 1997. Tyson has gone on to appear in several films and a Broadway show on his life, become a best-selling author, and launched a successful cannabis business, okay, and eats plenty of mushrooms. Early life for Iron Mike. Michael Gerard Tyson was born on June 30th, 1966 in Brooklyn, New York. His parents, Jimmy Kirkpatrick and Lorna Tyson. When Mike was 2 years old, his father abandoned the family, leaving Lorna to care for Mike and his 2 siblings, Rodney and Denise. Struggling financially, the Tyson family moved to Brownsville, Brooklyn, a neighborhood known for its high crime. Small and shy, Mike was often the target of bullying. To combat this, he began developing his own style of street fighting, which ultimately transitioned into criminal activity. His gang. Hold on. Give me a charger. I need you. There we go. We're back. Now, he was often the target of bullying. To combat this, he began developing his own style of street fighting, which ultimately transitioned into criminal activity. Okay? His gang, known as the Jolly Stompers, assigned him to clean out cash registers, while older members held victims at gunpoint. He was only 11 years old at the time. Wow. Mike, come on, man. He frequently ran into trouble with police over his petty criminal activities. That ain't petty. You cleaning out the cash register while your buddy's holding people at gunpoint. What's petty about that? Yeah, that's a felony, man. Petty. He frequently ran into trouble with police over his petty criminal activities. And by the age of 13, he had been arrested more than 30 times. Tyson's bad behavior led him into Tryon School for Boys, a reform school in upstate New York. At Tryon, Tyson met counselor Bob Stewart, who had been an amateur boxing champion. Tyson wanted Stewart to teach him how to use his fists. Stewart reluctantly agreed on the condition that Tyson would stay out of trouble and work harder in school. Previously classified as learning disabled, Tyson managed to raise his reading abilities to the 7th grade level in a matter of months. He also became determined to learn everything he could about boxing, often slipping out of bed after curfew to practice punches in the dark. All right. Okay. Meeting manager Cus D'Amato. All right. You watching that today, Ed? Which one? One? Are you gonna watch both of them? Watch the first one. Then they don't let me know who you think won because they said it was a country. Joe Louis got a split decision, but a lot of people say Jersey Joe won it. But you know, you're going up against Joe Louis. Back in them days, you ain't getting no split decision. You got to be a little bit more convincing than that. You know. Meeting manager Cus D'Amato. In 1980, Stewart felt he had taught Tyson all he knew. He introduced the aspiring boxer to legendary boxing manager Constantine Cus D'Amato, who had a gym in Catskill, New York. D'Amato was known for taking personal interest in promising fighters, even providing them room and board in the home he shared with companion Camille Ewald. Okay. Now, he had handled the careers of several successful boxers, including Floyd Patterson, and Jose Torres, and he immediately recognized Tyson's promise as a contender, telling him, if you want to stay here, and if you want to listen, you could be the world heavyweight champion someday. The relationship between D'Amato and Tyson was more than that of a professional trainer and a boxer. It was also one of a father and son. Cus took Tyson under his wing, and when the 14-year-old was paroled from Tryon in September 1980, he entered into Cus's full-time custody. Cus set a rigorous training schedule for the young athlete, sending him to Catskill High School during the day and training in the ring every evening. Excuse me. Training in the ring every evening. Cus also entered Tyson in amateur boxing matches. I can't clear my throat. Lord have mercy. Hold on for one moment, please. Be right with you. Here we go. Okay. My old big fingers hit the button and wiped the whole thing out. Yeah. Now I gotta get back to where it was at. Okay, meeting Cus D'Amato. Cus recognized Mike's talent right away. Oh, here we go. Going to school by the day, training in the evening. Cuss also entered Tyson in amateur boxing matches and smokers, non-sanctioned fights, in order to teach the team how to deal with older opponents. All right. Tyson's life seemed to be looking up, but in 1982, he suffered several personal losses. That year, Tyson's mother died of cancer. I never saw my mother happy with me and proud of me for doing something, he later told reporters. She only knew of me as being a wild kid, running the streets, coming home with new clothes that she knew I didn't pay for. I never got a chance to talk to her or know about her. Professionally, it has no effect, but it's crushing emotionally and personally. Bruce Gas, what's happened? What's happening? Who's walking uppercut is that deep for the win? Bruce Gas in the building. How you doing today, Bruce? I was looking at Mike Tyson. Just did Jersey Joe Walcott a few moments ago. Okay. You should have been here yesterday. We had a good time. Okay. This was around the time Mike Tyson's mother died. Around this same time, Tyson was expelled from Catskill High for his erratic, often violent behavior. Tyson continued his schooling through private tutors while he trained for the 1984 Olympic trials. Okay. Oh, Jersey Joe, yeah. Yeah, the uppercut was mean, wasn't it? Yeah. Tyson's showing in the Olympic trials did not promise great success as he lost to Tillman, the eventual gold medalist. Henry Tillman? I think his name was Henry. Was it Henry Tillman, Bruce Gas? Mike Tyson lost to in the Olympic trials. I think it was Henry Tillman, right? Bruce? After failing to make the Olympic team, Cuss decided that it was time for his fighter to turn professional. The trainer conceived a game plan that would result in breaking the heavyweight championship for Tyson before the young man's 21st birthday. Wow. And it worked. It worked. He got it at 20. Professional debut. Okay. Let's see. Lights looking good. Ooh-wee. 16. Okay. I had to refresh it. Professional debut. I got to take another drink of water. Water is just a code word. Professor, come on, throat. Excuse me. My throat been messing up since last week. Professional debut. On March 6, 1985. Here we go. Tyson made his professional debut in Albany, New York against Hector Mercedes. The 18-year-old knocked Mercedes out in one round. Wow, yeah, I remember that. Tyson's strength, quick fists, and notable defensive abilities intimidated his opponents, who were often afraid to hit the fighter. Well, what the hell did you get in there for if you're afraid to hit him? For the money? You wasn't getting them big paydays against Mike yet. I don't understand that. You're afraid to hit him while you... It's crazy. Just sitting in the parking lot and listening to the show. Okay. No, I was asking you, the guy that beat Tyson in the Olympic trials was Henry Tillman, right? They just said Tillman. I was just saying, was his first name Henry? I think it was. I know you would know, though, Bruce. This gave Tyson the uncanny ability to level his opponents in only one round. and earned him the nickname Iron Mike. Yeah. His opponents being scared to hit him, yeah, of course they gave him the ability to knock him out in one round. You just walk right on up in there, they ain't trying to hit you. That's crazy. Okay. The year was a successful one for Tyson, but it was not without its tragedies. On November 4th, 1985, his trainer and surrogate father, Custer Mato, died of pneumonia. And ooh, yeah, we know. People that was living around that time know how tragic that was for Mike. Wasn't it, Bruce? That was a big turning point in his life and career. Kevin Rooney took over for Cuss, and less than 2 weeks later, Tyson continued his climb up the heavyweight rankings. Yeah, Cuss never got to see him win the title, but the plan he concocted for Tyson to get the title worked perfectly. Kevin Rooney kept it going, okay? And he got there before his 21st birthday. He recorded his 13th knockout in Houston, Texas, and dedicated the fight to the man who had molded him into a professional fighter. Those be close to Tyson say he never recovered from D'Amato's passing, and he didn't, attributing the boxer's future behavior to the loss of the man who had previously grounded and supported him. Yup. I saw that happen before my very eyes. I lived through that period. Yes. He just deteriorated, man, right before our eyes. Bruce Gas can tell you. Heavyweight champion. By 1986, Tyson had garnered a 22-0 record, 21 of the fight, helped by Don King too, his deterioration. Heavyweight champion. By 1986, Tyson had garnered a 22-0 record, 21 of the fights won by knockout. What a knockout percentage that was. On November 22nd, 1986, Tyson finally reached his goal. November 22nd, 1986. He was given his first title fight against Trevor Berbick for the World Boxing Council Heavyweight Championship. And I was glad because Trevor Berbick beat Ali, a shell of Ali. Yeah, in Ali's last fight. Tyson got him back though. Tyson won the title by a knockout in the second round. At the age of 20 years and 4 months, he surpassed Floyd Patterson's record to become the youngest heavyweight champion in history. Tyson's success in the ring didn't stop there. He defended his title against James Smith, Bone Crusher, on March 7th, 1987, adding the World Boxing Association Championship to his list of victories. On August 1st, he became the first heavyweight to own all 3 major boxing belts when he seized the International Boxing Federation title from Tony Tucker. I think the WBO might have been around, but it wasn't recognized by there was a big 3 then. WBA, WBC, and IBF. I believe the WBO was around, but it wasn't recognized by the big 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bruce Gas. I believe the WBO was out there, but it wasn't recognized yet as one of the 4. We didn't have the 4. We only had the 3 major sanctioning bodies at that time. So Mike was the first first heavyweight to hold all 3. Okay. Tyson stepped back into the ring with British boxer Frank Bruno on February 25th, 1989. In an effort to retain his world heavyweight title. Tyson went on to knock out Bruno in the 5th round. On July 21st, 1989, Tyson defended his title again, knocking out Carl the Truth Williams in 1 round. And here it comes. Lost to Buster Douglas. Tyson's winning streak came to an end on February 11th, 1990 in Japan, when he lost his championship belt to boxer Buster Douglas in Tokyo, Japan. Tyson, the clear favorite, I think it was like 40-1 favorite. Tyson, the clear favorite, sent Douglas to the mat in the 8th round, but Douglas came back in the 10th, knocking Tyson out for the first time in his career. Discouraged but not ready to give up, Tyson recovered by knocking out Olympic gold medalist and former amateur boxing adversary. Yeah, Henry Tillman. I was right. Henry Tillman. That's who beat him in the Olympic trials. Later that year, he beat Henry in the pros. In another bout, he defeated Alex Stewart by a knockout in the first round. Imprisonment and return to boxing. Don King was deep in the picture by then. In July 1991, Tyson was accused of raping Desiree Washington, a Miss Black American contestant. He was set up. On March 26, 1992, after nearly a year of trial proceedings, Tyson was found guilty on 1 count of rape and 2 counts of deviant sexual conduct. You're up in the man room 2 o'clock in the morning and then say he raped you. What the hell you doing up there? I take a woman I just met that night to a hotel room 2 o'clock in the morning. We going up there for one thing, okay? It ain't to watch TV, neither. Because of Indiana state law, Tyson was ordered to serve 6 years in prison, effective immediately. Tyson initially handled his stint in prison poorly. He was found guilty of threatening a guard, adding 15 days to his sentence. Not good, Mike, not good. That same year, Tyson's father died. Well, he didn't know him that well, no way. The boxer didn't request leave to attend the funeral. Why? His father abandoned him when he was a small child. While in prison, Tyson converted to Islam and adopted the name Malik Abdul Aziz. Remember that? On March 25th, 1995, after serving 3 years of his sentence, Tyson was released from the Indiana Youth Center near Plainfield, Indiana. And when he came out, guess who was waiting at the gate? Don King. Let's go get that money. Already planning his comeback, Tyson arranged his next fight with Peter McNeely in Las Vegas, Nevada. On August 19th, 1995, Tyson won the fight, knocking out McNeely in just 89 seconds. Time is flying. Tyson also won his next match in December 1995, knocking out Buster Mathis in the 3rd round. Holyfield fights. After several successful fights, Tyson came head-to-head with his next big challenger, Evander Holyfield. Holyfield had been promised a title shot against Tyson in 1990 before Douglas defeated Tyson. Instead of fighting Tyson, Holyfield fought Douglas for the heavyweight title. Douglas lost by knockout on October 25th, 1990, making Holyfield the new undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. On November 9th, 1996, Tyson faced Holyfield for the evening would not end successfully for Tyson, who lost to Holyfield by a knockout in the 11th round. Second time he was stopped. Instead of Tyson's anticipated victory, Holyfield made history by becoming the second person to win a heavyweight championship 3 times. Tyson claimed he was the victim of multiple illegal headbutts. Holyfield was headbutting though by Holyfield and vowed to avenge his loss. Holyfield was headbutting. Tyson trained heavily for a rematch with Holyfield, and on June 28, 1997, the two boxers faced off yet again. The fight was televised on pay-per-view and entered nearly 2 million homes. Woo! Nearly 2 million. Yeah. Jimmy Jacobs, yep. When Jimmy Jacobs died, Don King took over and went to hell. And he went to hell. That's right, Bruce. Yep. That is the truth. I was there. I remember those times. Tyson and Holyfield's second fight did 2 million. Woo-wee. That was a record at the time for the highest number of pay-per-views ever, by far. Wow. Both boxers also received record purses for the match, making them the highest paid professional boxers in history until 2007. The first and second rounds provided a typical crowd-pleasing action expected from the two champions. But the fight took an unexpected turn in the third round of the match. Tyson shocked fans and boxing officials when he grabbed Holyfield and bit both of the boxers' ears because Holyfield was headbutting him, just continuing from the other fight. Yeah. He completely severed a piece of Holyfield's right ear, took it off. Tyson claimed that the action was retaliation for Holyfield's illegal headbutts from their previous match. Okay. Judges didn't agree with Tyson's reasoning, however, and disqualified the boxer from the match. Of course, they're going to disqualify him. Bit the man, part of the man's ear off. What, you going to keep fighting? Come on, man. On July 9th, 1997, the Nevada State Athletic Commission revoked Tyson's boxing license in a unanimous voice vote and fined the boxer $3 million for biting Holyfield's ear off. Tyson was aimless and summoned and unmoored. Okay, aimless and unmoored. See something? Okay. Several months later, Mike was dealt another blow when he was ordered to pay boxer Mitch Green $45,000 for a 1988 street fight incident. And my laptop died. Oh, man. Having a rough day here. Okay, he was ordered to pay Mitch Green $45,000 for the famous street fight. Everybody heard about that. Shortly after the court ruling, Tyson landed in the hospital with a broken rib and a punctured lung after his motorcycle skidded out of control on a ride through Connecticut. He was having a pretty rough time around then. His next highly publicized fight would be in 2002 with WBC, IBF, and IBO champion Lennox Lewis. Tyson was once again fighting for the heavyweight championship, and the match was a very personal one. Tyson made several ugly remarks to Lewis before the fight, including a threat to eat his children. Remember that? He threatened to eat the man's children. At a January press conference, the two boxers began a brawl that threatened to cancel the match, but the fight was eventually scheduled for June of that year. Tyson lost the fight by a knockout, a defeat that signaled the decline of the former champion's career. Yeah. After losing to Danny Williams in July 2004 and to Kevin McBride in June 2005, Tyson announced his retirement. He was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in June 2011. Tyson took part in a total of 58 fights in his professional career. 50 of those he won, 44 of them being by knockout, 44 out of 50. Among the fights he did not win, he officially lost 6, while 2 fell into the category of no contest. Tyson's rise from childhood delinquent to boxing champ put him at the center of the media's attention. Met with sudden fame, Tyson began partying hard and stepping out with various Hollywood stars. In the 80s, Tyson set his sights on actress Robin Gibbons. The couple began dating, and on February 7th, 1988, he and Gibbons married in New York. But Tyson's game seemed to be on the decline, and after several close calls in the ring, it became clear that the boxer's edge was slipping. Once known for his complicated offensive and defensive moves, Tyson seemed to continually rely on his one-punch knockout move to finish his bouts. The boxer blamed his longtime trainer, Rooney, for his struggles in the ring and fired him in mid-1988. As his game was falling apart, so was Tyson's marriage to Gibbons. Allegations of spousal abuse began to surface in the media in June of 1988, and Gibbons and her mother demanded access to Tyson's money for a down payment on a $1 million home in New Jersey. That same year, police were called to Tyson's home after he began throwing furniture out of the window and forced Gibbons and her mother to leave the home. That summer, Tyson also found himself in court with manager Bill Clayton in an effort to break their contract. By July 1988, Clayton had settled out of court, agreeing to reduce his share from 1/3 to 20% of Tyson's purses. Soon after, Tyson struck up a partnership with boxing promoter Don King. The move seemed like a step in the right direction for the boxer, but his life was spiraling out of control, both in and out of the ring. Tyson's behavior during this time became increasingly violent and erratic. In August 1988, he broke a bone in his right hand after a 4 a.m. street brawl with Green. The next month, Tyson was knocked unconscious after driving his BMW into a tree at D'Amato's home. Tabloids later claimed the incident was a suicide attempt brought on from excessive drinking and drug use. He was fined $200 and sentenced to community service for speeding. Later that September, Gibbons and Tyson appeared in an interview with Barbara Walters, in which Gibbons described her marriage as pure hell. Shortly thereafter, she announced that she was filing for divorce. Tyson countersued for divorce and an annulment, beginning an ugly, months-long court process. Okay, coming to the end. This was just the beginning of Tyson's struggles with women. In late 1988, Tyson was sued for his inappropriate attentions toward two nightclub patrons, Sandra Miller and Lori Davis. The women sued Tyson for allegedly forcefully grabbing, propositioning, and insulting them while out dancing. Wow. On February 14th, 1989, Tyson split with Gibbons. Became official. All right. Okay. Okay, children. Tyson is the father of 7 known children: Gina, Raina, Amir, D'Amato. He named one after Cuss. Kilrain, Mikey, Lorna. Miguel, Leon, and Exodus, with multiple women, some of whom continue to remain annoying to the media. Tyson's life seemed to mellow over the next few years, and the boxer began seeking sobriety by attending Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous meetings. But in 2009, Tyson was dealt another blow when his 4-year-old daughter Exodus accidentally strangled herself on a treadmill cord in her mother's Phoenix home. The tragedy marked yet another dark period in Tyson's troubled life. In 2009, Tyson's married for a 3rd time, walking down the aisle with Lakila Kiki Spicer. The couple has 2 children together, daughter Milan and Sima Rocco. I think he's still with her today. Yep. Yep. In 2013, Tyson released the tell-all memoir, Undisputed Truth, which became a New York Times bestseller. A second book followed in 2017, Iron Ambition, which looked back at this training days with Cuss. In October 2014, Tyson's animated venture, Mike Tyson Mysteries, a comical crime-fighting spoof, premiered on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim. Always open to promoting his brand, Tyson also launched a YouTube channel in 2017, which parodies comedy sketches and music videos. In January 2019, he kicked off his Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson podcast. And of course, he has a cannabis business, successful cannabis business. In April 2020, Tyson revealed that he had resumed his boxing training with an eye toward competing in matches for charity. And we know about the Roy Jones fight. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link in. Okay, Mike Tyson, everybody. Mike Tyson. I'm gonna drop the link in. Anybody still in the chat can come up and chop it up. And tomorrow, I think I'm going to talk about Smoking Joe Frazier. Okay, I'm gonna just do one because that was kind of long. Tomorrow's profile will be Smoking Joe Frazier, so tune in for that. Now let me drop the link in here in case anybody want to come up. I'm gonna drop the link and then I'm gonna take a look at what's happening in the news. Okay. If I can find my link. Today is the 14th, right? Okay. And we got a half hour to chop it up before Just Do comes in here. Before it's Just Do's turn. Likes looking good. We got should have 20. 17. We need 3 more likes from somewhere. Let's stop talking because I'm dropping the link. I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Okay, link. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's the link right there. What's up, GP? W. I'm seeing old B3 today. Look. Yeah. Okay, that should be it. It's usually wrong the first time. Now let's see what's happening around boxing right quick. If I can dig into these articles a little deep. Okay. Get my site that I like. There it is. All right. Okay. Sonny Edwards aim for unified glory and flyweight showdown with Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Sorry, Sonny, you ain't gonna get it. You can't mess with Jesse Bam. No. But that's next Saturday. Yeah. 112. That's flyweight. What they talking about? Okay. A cocky IBF 112-pound champion Sonny Edwards is already looking past his unbeaten opponent, WBO champ Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Is Sonny Edwards crazy? He looking past Bam? Tell me that ain't so, Sonny. He can't even beat Julio Cesar Martinez. He looking past Bam. Sonny is crazy. Sonny's arrogance is out of this world, and he is a classic example of a fighter who doesn't know what he's getting himself into until it's too late. Yes. Don't know what he's getting himself into looking past Bam. Bam probably stopped him. The young, talented Bam Rodriguez will have the crowd backing him this Saturday, December 16th. Wonder where that's, oh, yes, in Arizona. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's Bam territory there. Bam had superstar written all over him. And this fight here figures to be easy stuff for the 23-year-old on his way to bigger and better things. at 115, 122, 126, 130, and 135. Ooh, wait. If he could get to 135 soon, well, that would be nice, him and Tank. But can you believe that? Sonny Evans is looking past Bam Rodriguez. He done lost his mind. Bam might stop him. Says Bam expects to conquer weight classes from 112 all the way up to 135. So you better hope Tank on when you get to 135. Unfortunately, Bam won't stick around 112 to grab all the belts, as he's more focused on the lucrative fights than the other divisions. I wouldn't mind seeing him in Monster. Bam Rodriguez and Monster in a way. That would be a good one. And language and obscurity as poor Sonny is doing. Yeah, Sonny was all that when you went up and get the bigger fights. And says it could be a mistake on Edwards' part to be looking past Bam. Bam is 18-0, 11 knockouts. And Bam is on top of the food chain at 112. Sonny gonna be easy pickings. Sonny says, after I beat Bam, I feel there's a lot more still to come. That's the first step, unified champion of the world. It sounds good, said Edwards. Bam has got quick hands, good feet, heavy hands as well. He's a great fighter, but he's not been in with me yet. Yes, Sonny. And you won't unified, you won't even be a champion after Saturday. The last time we saw Edwards, he was in a tough fight against Andre Campos. Okay? And Sonny didn't really win that till the last few rounds. And you looking past Bam? OMG. What's up, Just Do? You hear that, Just Do? Sonny Evans is looking past Bam Rodriguez, looking to the next fight. He done bumped his head. Bam might stop him. That's crazy. Just Do Boxing is in the building. And remember, Just Do Boxing is coming up in 20 minutes, straight ahead at 4 o'clock. That's Just Do Boxing, the voice. But I cannot get over that. Sonny Evans is looking past Bam like he got an easy fight coming up. Bam is the man down there. Anywhere from 108 to 122. I think we're going to get Bam and the Monster one day. Sonny Evans talking about being unified after Saturday. He ain't even going to have a belt after Saturday. His last fight, going up against, who I said was Campos, he took him the distance, and he almost lost. So how you gonna be looking past Bam? Come on, man. Come on, Sonny. Come on, Sonny. Campos was lighting him up. Lighting him up like a Christmas tree in the first half. Had Sonny against the ropes, unloading on him, non-stop headshots. And Sonny couldn't get out the way. So what in the hell he gonna do against Bam, Jesse Bam? Campos was lighting him up. You could have put Sonny in your living room over in the corner and put presents under him. Because Campos was lighting him up like a Christmas tree, man. He talking about looking past Bam. He asking for trouble. He is delusional. That might be just some kind of head ploy or something. Try to get Bam mad, you know, come in there. Oh, you looking past me? That's what it is. Sonny know better than that. He just trying to get in Bam's head, but Bam ain't going for it. Since Chocolatito gone, Bam is the man down there. Who can beat him? I can't think of anybody. And Monster is starting to move on up. So, and Monster didn't stay. Bam was young when Monster was coming to 112, 115. Bam was a little too young for him then. And Monster's gone now. He's heading toward 126. But they still might meet him one day. Because Bam said he's going all the way to 135 eventually. That would be something there, Bam and Monster. The only way Sonny beats Bam, Bam got to be injured or something. But you know what? Sonny might get it back because Bam said that's his last fight at 112. But after he takes Sonny's belt, he gonna drop him. He going to 115. But I don't know. Jose Cedar, what's his name? Martinez? Is it Jose? No. Julio Cesar Martinez is down there. So Bam might not be able to beat him. Yeah. They're Lakia. They're the other two champions. So I don't know. Sonny might not be able to beat him once Bam leaves. Martinez. So Sonny might be done talking that smack. But he's looking past Bam. He's just trying to get in Bam's head, that's all. Now, Sonny moves very well in the ring. He got a good ring IQ. But he ain't no match for Bam. He is not a match for Bam. And he's very good defensively. Sonny got a very good defense. But he's hittable when he coming in, He's not no Devin Haney or Shakur or nothing like that. Because, Devin and Shakur, when they hit, they immediately getting out of there. Sonny will move in. He stays in there for a minute. And Bam gonna light him up. I'm telling you. Watch. I might say Bam might stop him. If not, it's gonna be a wide decision. Yeah. That's Shadeja and Franchon is the co-main for Jake Paul fighting somebody. I think he's fighting another real boxer again. Yeah. What's his name? Andre August. No, I don't care about no Jake Paul. Only reason I'm gonna watch that is for as soon as Franchon and Shadeja go off, I'm turning the channel. Bill Haney throws down the gauntlet. Fight or flight. Goes down the gauntlet to the face of boxing. Flight or fight. Bill Haney wants the face of boxing to agree to a fight with Devin Haney next at 140 pounds without a rehydration clause. No. Or catch weight. Well, look, if they want to fight at 165, go up and fight a middleweight. Or add 3 pounds and fight Benavidez or somebody. Why do you want to fight a 135 pounder at super middleweight? That's crazy, man. Then you go back to same day weigh-ins. That would prevent that nonsense, man. You got this little guy fighting at 135. You want him to come to 140 and then fight you at super middleweight. Man, that shit's crazy, man. That shit is crazy. That's the craziest shit I've heard in my life, man. And then people act like rehydration clauses are common. Every time you fight for the IBF title, you have a rehydration clause. Okay? Errol Spence has had a rehydration clause in every fight he's had since he fought Kell Brook. Okay? Rehydration clauses are common. When Devin Haney fought Vasil Lomachenko, The IBF was involved in that. He had a rehydration clause. When the IBF brother's involved, he got a rehydration clause. Okay? If he fights Subriel Matias, well, who got the IBF? Subriel Matias? He's going to have a rehydration clause because that's for the IBF. So what's the deal? You know? Rehydration clauses are common. We just don't hear about them like Ryan Garcia cried like a baby about it. Everybody don't cry like that about it. They just do what's got to be done. God damn, you fighting at 140. You shouldn't be no more than 150. If you want to fight at 165, move to middleweight. It ain't rocket science. Damn, come on, man. Come off of it. That's a bunch of BS, man. That is a bunch of BS if I ever heard it, man. Bill feels that the face of boxing's need for weight stipulation indicates that he's scary and afraid to fight his son without the need for a handicap. If I was a lightweight, I'd be scared to fight. Okay, Tank, just fight Benavidez next then, since you want to, if they want you to fight some 165 pounder. Okay, he only 3 more pounds. Okay. Then after that, fight Morel or somebody. Bill Haney didn't want you to fight a 165 pounder. Come on, man. Come off of that dumb shit. That's just dumb shit, man. It's just dumb shit. And they say that dumb shit so the casuals would pick it up and run with them stupid ass talking points. That's all it is. The people have spoken and they want to see the unbeaten Tank and Devin. The people ain't got to fight no super middleweight neither though, do they? Come on, man, stop it. Size doesn't matter. Oh, size doesn't matter, then why they got weight classes then? If size doesn't matter, anybody would just fight anybody, wouldn't they? Size doesn't matter. But some dumbass casual would start saying size doesn't matter. Because Bill said it. That's the next talking point for the casual. Size doesn't matter. Why the hell they got 17 different weight classes, weight divisions that if size doesn't matter? Huh? Answer that. They made 17 different weight divisions for some reason. But they say size doesn't matter. So let Inoue and Wilder go fight next then. Size doesn't matter. Okay. Y'all hear that? In March. No, they owe you Inoue versus Tyson Fury. Size doesn't matter. Crazy, man. These people supposed to be I haven't heard it all. I'm moving on because that's just dumb shit. I hope they do fight though, man. So the face of boxing can go in and knock his ass out and get it over with. Then they're going, oh, he weight drained us. He weight drained us. He wouldn't let us fight at super middleweight. Let's see. War of words. The face of boxing taunts Devin Haney. Let's see what they're talking about. The face of boxing warned Devin Haney that his dad, Bill, would be crying after what he does to him if they get in the ring. Yeah, he gonna have to stop it. And he got the perfect name, Devin the Dream Haney. That's what he gonna be do after Tank get a hold of. He gonna be dreaming. like Leo Santa Cruz. And one of y'all Haney people bring a pillow to the fight when they fight, because Leo Santa Cruz needed a pillow bad. Then we had to lay his head against that hard ass ring post in his nap, man. So somebody bring Devin a pillow, please. I didn't like the way Leo Santa Cruz looked over there resting his head against that hard ring post. But he was still smiling in his nap. Leo was laying there smiling. I think Bill will stop it before that happened to Devin, though. He don't want him to be a meme. Yeah, he'll step in and stop it before it comes to that. I just hope we get that fight. I don't think we will, though. The weight disparity between the two fighters will likely prevent it from happening. Nobody's a duck. Nobody's scared of the other. The weight. How they gonna have a catch weight at 137? How's Devin Haney gonna make 137? And then in the summer, he's gonna be even bigger by summertime. That's like 8 months away. He couldn't even make 140 last week. How the hell are you gonna make 137? Can somebody explain that to me? Let me read this again. The weight disparity between the two fighters will likely prevent it from happening. Okay? That's just what it is. The face of boxing obviously wouldn't want to deal with fighting a 165-pound Haney on the fight of the night. And not many lightweights would, not just the face of boxing. You find me another lightweight want to fight the 165-pound guy, man. Huh? Everybody talking about, oh, Tank don't want to, he's scared. You find me any lightweight want to fight some 165-pound guy? Find me one. Ex Shakuri want to fight the 165-pound guy. Ex Frank Martin. Ex any of them. What's up, BN Boxing News? You know, you're not scared because you don't want to fight no 165-pound person, man. Come on. I'm going to read that again. The weight disparity between the two fighters will likely prevent the fight from happening. Okay? That's just what it is, man. We all want to fight, but we can't get everything we want, you know? We want better Beef and Bivol. They in the same weight division, we can't even get that. So we can't get everything we want all the time, you know? And we got like 5 more minutes before Just Do Boxing. I want to remind everybody, tune in tomorrow for a profile on former heavyweight champion Smoking Joe Frazier. Okay? And a look at the fight between Bam Rodriguez and Sonny Edwards. And whatever else comes down the pike. Okay? And with that, I am getting ready to get out of here. And I will see y'all over at Just Do Boxing in like 5 minutes or so. Okay? Thank everybody again. Nobody wanted to come chop it up today. BN Boxing News. What's up, BN Boxing News? Good to see you, bro. Okay. I appreciate everybody that came in today. BN Boxing News. Just Do Boxing. Bruce Gas. Boxing, Jazz, and more. Boxing, Jazz, and more. Bruce Gas. Florida's Mentality was in the building. Mike Mazik, Mike Rhyme, Remo was here. Jay Hardcore was in the building. D for the Win. Attentive Aunt McQueen. The Rise Podcast was in here today. Appreciate you, Rise Podcast. Lonnie Lee was here. I appreciate everybody that continues. Okay. You see Lomachenko walking too. Call him middleweight. Right, Mike Ryan? Right. Exactly. Exactly. You know, like I was saying, they have weight classes for a reason. And people say weight don't matter. If weight doesn't matter, why did they have 17 different weight classes then? So weight does matter. They want this little lightweight to fight this 165-pound super middleweight, man. Come on, get off of it. But I appreciate everybody that continues to support my small channel. But guess what? You got to be small before you can be big, right? Cat Sports, y'all. I'm out. Peace.